Good morning, everyone. I'm Fiona coming to you from Ubud. I am sorry if the video quality fluctuates. It seems to be the nature of the beast, but we will work with it anyway. Today, we're going to work through the fascia a bit differently. We're going to do resets, okay, but just using this abdominal area. And then after that, because I've had requests for it, we're going to do fascia maneuvers, neck and head and face and be more beautiful and see what it feels like, okay? So the first one I want to do is I want you to take your fingers to your pubic bone and push in just above it and lean over and push in and up. So you're kind of stretching that skin up through your your groin, all the way from your anus. Everything's pulled up. And then come to upright, and in that position, try and switch on the spinal pelvic lock, which means pull up your sex organs and pull the belly back to the spine as you maintain this. Take your right foot and just cross it over your left. Take your head and look to the left and spiral your body slightly to the right. Inhale your breath and exhale. Good. Just keep pulling that skin up. Inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Let's do 3 more. Breath in. 2 more. 1 more. Just undo. Let's move like lazy 8 movements just to release the body from that shape. Come back to center and notice how it is. Okay, so that was the bladder meridian, but of course it affects everything around it. Notice. The next one we're going to go to is you find your belly button, go over to the right about 2 inches and down about 2 inches. So you actually got a point now between the belly button and the top of the hip. And what you're going to do there, nobody can see you, you can see me, is press in and then turn the hand up. So you're basically, it's like turning a knob as you press in. Take your other hand behind your neck on the left-hand side, like right there on the trapezius, and we're going to breathe in and out through the nose, in and out through the nose, in and out through the nose. Now let's do that through the mouth. In through the mouth, out through the mouth, in, out, in, and out. Let it go. Okay, so you'll notice we don't always do the same thing both sides because we're actually going for organs. But I just want you to try and stay with the feeling, see what you notice, see what you don't notice. Go straight up from there under the rib cage. Now here is the gallbladder and the liver. So again, I want you to press in and I want you to turn. Okay, so you're turning the flesh until the thumb is up. Take the other hand, left hand behind your neck there to the trapezius muscle. And we're going to imagine you're breathing into your right hand or breathing into your liver and from your liver. Just keep it through the mouth, this one. And again. And again. 2 more. 1 more time. Undo. Just feel. Notice what, if anything, move pretty much to the same position on the other side, still with the right hand, and you're going to press in there, pull down and across, okay? And you can create a little turn till the thumb is up. Take the other hand, the left hand behind the neck there again. And this is the stomach. We're breathing in and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the mouth. Out. In through the mouth. Out. In through the mouth. And out. Let it go. Move. So if you were physically able to walk for a little bit, you would walk in lazy eights. This infinity signs. This balances or rebalances the left and right hemisphere of the brain, and we're also going to be rebalancing the left and right hemisphere of the body. Just gives you the opportunity not just to reset, but to notice the effect of the reset. Let's go straight down. So now I'm going between the belly button and the top of the hip. We're in the same point on the other side. Press in as deep as you are comfortable with. Turn up, hold that in position, the other hand behind. This is the small intestine. Releasing this is great to slow down that overthinking. Breath in and breath out. Breath in through the nose. Breath out through the mouth. Breath in through the nose. Breath out through the mouth. Breath in through the mouth. Breath out. Breath in, so I'm still pulling out. Breath out. One more. Always coming out slowly, always taking my time, noticing the effect of what I have done. Notice. Okay, let's try something. So I want to go into the psoas muscle, and I'm wondering whether this is going to work. So I'm going to take one leg back and one forward on my chair. Is this going to work? I think it might. Okay, so the psoas now is deep into the groin there, and I'm grabbing the flesh there and pulling up, tucking my bottom forward, and again, pull that flesh really tight. I'm stretching it. Breath in, breath out, through the mouth. Breath in, breath out, through the mouth. One more. And now in through the mouth, out through the mouth, in and out, in and out. Let it go. Just noticing, moving. Trying that on the other side. Going to tell me how this works. So I'm going to take that leg back a bit and take my fingertips to the right groin there. I'm going to grab that flesh and pull it up. So it's a deep stretch, it's quite tight in there. I'm going to lean back from here, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again. And again. In through the mouth. Out through the mouth. Good, let it go. Notice. Just going back to breathing, noticing whatever might be going on in your body. We're going to go to the solar plexus now, which is just right there in the rib cage. Okay, so just at this point, and I want you to take your right hand, press into it and turn the knob of the skin upwards and the left hand behind. I'm going to press in. I'm going to keep on turning. I'm going to breathe. Breath in and breath out. Breath in and breath out. So I'm really expanding my whole torso with breath. And I'm winding that flesh a little bit further. One more time. Undoing slowly, noticing, moving. And the last one of this sort is going to go to the belly button. Okay? Some people don't like being touched in their belly button, and yet it can be quite different doing it yourself. So I want you to press in as much as you can comfortably. Take your fingers and turn until your thumb is up. Take your hand behind the neck, lean back a bit so that you're stretching more. Pull up so that you're stretching more. Now inflate through the mouth, in and out, slow 6 times. Breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. Maybe you can lean a bit further. Breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. 2 more. And 1 more. We let it go. Again, moving with awareness, breathing. Now, these are all little resets that we can do lying in bed. So let's just revisit what we did. We went first to the bladder. So we're at the pubic bone, pulling up. Right, and we pulled up to the extent that we felt like we were pulling the skin from my tailbone forward and up. And now let's just make it simple. We're going to breathe in through the mouth and out through the mouth 6 times. The next one, we went to a point between the hip and the belly button, right in the center there. We pressed in and we turned. This is great for digestion, amongst other things. And then here, pulling up with the other hand anchored at the trapezius on the left, we inhale through the mouth and exhale through the mouth. We then go straight up to the rib cage. Here is the large intestine, is the liver and the gallbladder. Press in directly under the rib, turn it up, pull up, maintain the pulling up, stretching back a bit, and now I'm inhaling through the mouth and exhaling through the mouth. Over to the other side, pressing in, turning up. So we're going in the same direction. We're turning clockwise. Breath in through the mouth, breath out through the mouth. With the other hand anchored, we go straight down to the same point between the belly button and the hip. This is for the small intestine. It's got to do with the overthinking. Pressing in, turning up, pulling back. Maintain that stretch. Breathing in through the mouth, breathing out through the mouth. And finally, we haven't quite finished. We're going to try the psoas. The way I got into it was grabbing right there at the groin, pulling up, and in this case I was taking that leg back because I was working on the chair. But any position that puts you in that position of leaning back, in through the mouth, out through the mouth 6 times. We did it on the other side. Then we went to our solar plexus right here. We grabbed in, we turned again, so it's always actually, is it anti-clockwise? It's anti-clockwise. Turning anti-clockwise until your thumb is up. I'm sorry about that, but I directed you in the right direction. Hand behind, inhale through the mouth and exhale through the mouth. And finally, we did the same thing at the belly button, moving into a position where we can get as much stretch as possible, like it feels taut, and we inhale and exhale with the breath. Notice. Okay, let's, the request has been, keep moving in. All right, so now we're just going to do a couple for this zone of the head and the neck, although, frankly, it is affected by everything else we do because all of the fascia is connected. Take your hands directly under the collarbone there. Grip and pull down. Take your head up, gaze up. And what we're going to do here is inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now maintain it as you slowly open and close your jaw. Good. Come out slowly. Take your hands down. Notice the effect of what you've just done. Then take your right hand to your right temple with the fingers pointed back. Take your left hand forward. Oh, I've got my speaker right there, but that's going to be interesting. Okay, forward. Press into it. Press into both temples. Turn your hands upwards and keep them upwards, pulling upwards the whole time. Breath in and breath out. Breath in and breath out. And again. Now I'm going to breathe into center. Look to the right. Exhale back to center. Breath in. Look to the left. Exhale back to center. Breath in. Look to the right. Exhale back to center. Breath in. Look to the left. Exhale back to center. Undo. Notice how you feel. Let's do one more. So we're going to take the pads of our fingers to the cheek, just under the cheekbones to this pad of flesh there. I'm going to take my right fingers and push in and spiral back, and my left fingers push in and spiral forward. Push up. And here we go again. Breath in and breath out. So I'm pushing up in both. Breath in and breath out. Breath in and breath out, and over and back. Breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. Undo. Now, why are we going in one direction and not going in the other? Because of the way the fascia works. It rotates around the body. And we find that as we get older or more stressed, we actually go in one direction. We spiral, which is the reason where you look in the mirror, one shoulder's hard than the other, one hip's hard than the other. You know, it's part of this spiraling action. What we're doing is we're releasing by spiraling and breathing in the other direction. So what we're going with is the holding pattern that 95% of people have. There'll be a few that haven't, but in this class, I have to deal with the 95%. One more, okay? We have 3 diaphragms in the body. From the body of work I'm working with, we describe the roof of the mouth as a diaphragm facing down. We describe at the solar plexus the diaphragm facing up, and at the pelvis, the diaphragm facing up. What happens in one affects the others. So we're going to work on the palate. So I'd like you to take your right leg and cross it over. I'd like you to take your right hand to the shoulder and your left hand to the shoulder. Spiral your head to the left and your body to the right. Undo your right hand, and this is where it gets weird and wonderful. You're going to take your thumb and you're going to stretch, move across the palate of your back teeth from one side to the other. So only from right to left. And you're going to do it 6 times with the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unwind and undo. Last one, using 2 thumbs, you take it to basically the palate. You're not actually pushing on the teeth on either side. Grab it, pull out sideways, not with your full strength, but a real feeling of stretch there, and breathe in and out, in through the nose, out through the mouth. and let it go. Sit back in your chair. Take your awareness through your body. Notice how you are now. What's going on right there where you are. And as you drop into peace, memorize the feeling tone of spaciousness in your body. Quiet and memorize it in such a way that you can come back to this way of being and perhaps allow yourself to drop deeper. Thank you for joining me. Stay online if you want to chat about your experience. See you on Friday.